In Afghanistan, the Panjshir Valley in the north of Kabul is now the final major center of resistance to the Taliban. Since the Taliban overran Afghanistan, flickers of resistance have begun to emerge, with some ex-government troops gathering in Panjshir. And to suppress the uprising, hundreds of Taliban fighters are heading to the valley. The group wrote on its Twitter account that its forces are heading towards the state of Panjshir to control it after local state officials refused to hand it over peacefully. Since the Taliban took control of the country, thousands of people have made their way to Panjshir, where now newly absorbed personnel in Afghan security forces are taking part in military training. A handful of armoured Humvees can also be seen driving across the valley. The Panjshir has long had a reputation as a bastion of resistance. Assassinated Commander Ahmad Shah Massoud had successfully defended it during the Soviet-Afghan War and the civil war with the Taliban up to his death in 2001. And today, his son, Ahmad Massoud, has sought to assemble a force of around 9,000 people to counter the Taliban forces. Massoud, who is leading the largest major outpost of anti-Taliban resistance, hopes to hold peaceful talks with the Islamist movement, which seized power in Kabul a week ago. However, he said his supporters were ready to fight if Taliban forces, which have so far stayed out of Panjshir, tried to invade. During an interview, Massoud said that his group is defending the whole country in one province. Appealing to the West for support, Massoud has called for an inclusive, broad-based government in Kabul, representing all of Afghanistan's different ethnic groups, adding that a totalitarian regime should not be recognized by the international community. He has also vowed to not surrender areas under his control to the Taliban.
We are not fighting a geography. We are not fighting one province. We are defending the whole country in one province. That's what's happening. And we want to make Taliban realize that the only way forward is through negotiation and talk. And we are talking to them, and we do not want war to break out and to happen. And we want the Taliban to realize that these values that I just mentioned, it's more important than anything else, than any sort of military victory. Well, one thing is that to emphasize is that we asked for international community for reconciliation and for helping with the peace process as soon as possible, for stopping this catastrophe and this problem. And if it doesn't happen, if the war breaks out, in that scenario, of course, that international community should take side with Afghans and should not recognize an illegitimate government which is not in favor of Afghanistan in the region and the world. I am in my sanctuary. I am in my stronghold, Panjshir Valley. The people of Panjshir Valley are very much united, and they want to defend, and they want to fight, and they want to resist against any totalitarian regime, against any belief that wants to enforce their own belief and ideology upon the people. The people in here are just a small portion of the people of Afghanistan. In the geography of Panjshir is the smallest province in the whole Afghanistan. But what we are standing for right now, it's for the whole country. It's for sovereignty. It's for peace. It's for people. It's for inclusivity and tolerance and acceptance and moderation.